Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I finally made it to New Orleans. I'm here. We got here yesterday, and it has been an amazing time. We are having an amazing time. Um, and I just wanted to come in and check in with you all. I am. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I am relaxing out by the pool, chilling out, max and relax it out pool. And so I had a few moments and I thought I'd come on and hang out with y'all. Got something in my hair. So when you come in, let me know who you are, where you're watching from. Make sure that you, if you're watching this in the replay, make sure that you leave a comment. Make sure that you tap your screen to hit the like. And yeah. I just want to chat with y'all, kind of go over what we've been doing so far. I also wanted to go over how we're going to do the giveaway because I already started shopping for y'all, child. Hey, pretty Z, how are you? Hello. Hey, Linnell, watching from New Orleans. Y'all, so Linnell is okay. Listen, I'm actually working on something right now. And I talk about Linnell a little bit in it because at the time of my life where I needed to kind of save my own life, I feel like women came to my rescue, and I was realizing that they weren't even women that I know real good, you know what or know at all. And one of those women is Linnell because she unlocked for me how I would be able to manage being able to cruise as much as I cruise. Like, she opened that door for me and I didn't even know her. Like, I was feeling stuck. And something I don't really talk about is my ex-husband is a disabled veteran. So that meant all of the debt, anything that we had from the marriage, it can't be attached to his income. So that meant it was a gift to me. And so I was trying to figure out how to get out of this debt, how to still be able to, because I do make decent money, but it don't really matter what you make, it's what you keep. Y'all know that, right? So I was trying to figure out how I could cruise because I felt like I knew I needed to do that to heal. Like, I just felt, you ever just felt like you know what you need something so bad, it's just calling your name, it's just calling your name. I felt like that's what was happening with cruising for me. And so I didn't know how I was going to do it. And a lot of time, and that's why I do my videos where I break down every dollar I spend on cruises, because that's the kind of information I need. And so the way that Linnell broke it down for me, it unlocked the door for me, right? It let me know, okay, do this, 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 and this, and then this might happen. And if that happens, then I can afford to cruise the way that I like to cruise. So yeah, I was writing something down, and I'm a very transparent person, so I will sit here and tell y'all all my business. The only reason I'm holding back is because I feel like y'all don't want to hear all this. But I deal with imposter syndrome. Y'all know what that is? Imposter syndrome is where you have achieved something, you've achieved a level of success, you've earned whatever it is you've earned, but you feel like you don't belong there, right? So I first heard Michelle Obama talk about it, and then I was talking to ChatGPT one night. ChatGPT is my girl, and I was just telling her I work in a business where I am one of the top people in that business. And I always feel like I got there by luck. I'm always scared. If people really knew me, they wouldn't like me. If people really found out, they wouldn't think that I earned it. Like, I deal with those kind of those thoughts. And I was, okay, well then don't watch, hon. And I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and I was telling ChatGPT what I was feeling, and ChatGPT said that is imposter syndrome. And I was like, wow, because I read that before when Michelle Obama talked about it, and I wonder if I had it. So when ChatGPT told me, it gave me some journaling prompts, right? And one of them, I think this is the one, it said something like, if it says something like, what moves have you made, or what have you done to reposition or realign yourself for success? And what tools did you use to do that, or something along those lines. So I was answering the journaling prompt, and in it I started just talking about the women who, when I was at that really dark place in my life where I didn't know where I was going to go, I didn't know what I was going to do, I didn't know how I was going to do it, I didn't know how I was going to have any kind of life that I could enjoy at this point, how women kind of came to the rescue. And it was crazy because they were not women that I knew. Because if you know my story, if you've listened to me before, you know that I've shared with you all that I didn't tell anybody what I was going through. So the women that knew me, they could not come to the rescue because they didn't know what was happening. But it was women that I did not really know. So it was Linnell, and then I have another person that I'm Facebook friends with. She did a post one day where she said that she had taken herself out on a date. And the date, I think she went to, I'm certain she went out to coffee, and she was dating herself. And I was like, if I dated myself, what would that look like? And that kind of sent me down the path of, I want to take myself on a cruise. So I took that first cruise, and then I was like, I want to live on cruise ships part-time, but how can I do that? And that's when I stumbled upon Poverty to Paradise and her channel, and she unlocked that door for me. So anyway, I ain't mean to say none of that, but I am trying to make sure I am kind of decently covered up, but I also am at the pool, so it's gonna be okay. But so yeah, so I'm in New Orleans. We've been having a great time. That's what I came on here to say. But y'all know me. If you watch my channel, I ramble. And I have given you all permission to tell me when I'm rambling so that I can stop and pull myself back in. So we got here yesterday, and thank you. I mean, I put the cover up on before I hit the live to try to help a little bit, but I also hey Lacey, before I started YouTube, my daughter, because I thought I was gonna do my weight loss journey on YouTube. And Maya, my baby girl, she was like, Mommy, I don't want you to do it because people are mean on the internet. So I actually came on YouTube expecting for people to be mean. And that comment was like my fourth mean comment. And I've been on here almost 6 months, y'all. So I can handle 4 in 6 months. I can handle it. Overwhelmingly, I get love and support. But shit, my baby had kind of set me up for it, because she was like, Mommy, I just don't want you to share your weight loss on the internet because people are mean on the internet. So I was expecting a lot of it, but I don't hardly get any of it. And then somebody told me it helps. Every comment helps. So I just look at it like they just helped the channel. But Lacey, I'm in New Orleans. So we got here yesterday. I have been recording. So I am going to put out vlogs. We did a city tour yesterday, and I loved every moment of it. Like, I loved it so much. If I was here by myself, I would do another one before I went home, because for some reason I love the history of New Orleans. This is a very special place. It's my first time here, but I've studied the history of New Orleans. I'm a nerd. I study a lot of things. This is something to know about me. If I know a little bit about something, I know everything about that something. If I'm not interested, I'm just not interested. But if I become interested in something, oh, I deep dive into that thing. So I have Lacey, as soon as I got off the plane, they're at the airport. But we also went on the tour that we went on. We went by Cafe Du Monde, which I think they invented them. I think that's what he said. And we got some more there. So I've had them twice. Oh, and today I had a crawfish beignet, and that was delicious too. So I've had them 3 times. But when Hurricane Katrina happened, I called my daddy crying. And I was like, Daddy, I can't keep watching this. I can't. I'm sitting up here about to fix lunch for my kids and how I'm feeding my kids. And these children on the TV, they're not eating. The government hasn't gotten there yet with relief. Like, I call him crying. And my dad, who passed away a couple years ago, he said, what do you want to do? I said, I've already donated. And he was like, no, Kimberly, crying is a luxury that you have, that you can just sit there and cry. The people that you're crying about don't have the luxury to just cry. What do you want to do? And I said, if I could, I would put supplies in my car and drive them up there. So my daddy, who was, y'all, my daddy was not a perfect man, okay? but my daddy rented a huge U-Haul truck, and we went to a grocery store called Save-A-Lot. And I will never forget it. He walked in the grocery store. He told them, I want to fill this truck up with non-perishable items. I'm paying for everything at the end. Just fill the truck up. Give me all your Pampers. Give me all your wipes. I mean, I felt like my daddy sounded like a boss. He was like, give me all your baby food. Give me all of your non-perishable items. Give me all of your soups. Give me all, like, that's how my daddy walked through. He was walking through the aisles like, give me all of that. Give me all of that. Give me all of those. Like, that's how he was walking down the aisle. And we filled up that U-Haul, and my ex-husband and I got in it to drive it to New Orleans. Once we got close to New Orleans, the police told us they're not letting anybody in the city. We were like, we have relief supplies. They were like, they're not letting anybody in. You're not going to be able to get in. However, Mississippi was hit also. We were in Mississippi. Mississippi was hit also. You can set up somewhere in Mississippi. Their grocery stores are empty. They're without power. So we went to a town called Macomb, Mississippi. I called my friend Marie, who lived in Mississippi. She got us a church to set up at. Y'all, we pulled up to that church the same day the National Guard did. Like, we pulled up at the same time. All the National Guard had was water. We had everything else. And we set up the church, and we gave away all that food. And so we never made it into the city of New Orleans. So I said all that to say, I told y'all I ramble. That's how I got interested in New Orleans. And so since then, I've studied it quite a bit. So to actually be here and see the places and step foot on the places that I had read about or watched documentaries about has just been so special for me. To be able to walk these streets and like Congo Square is somewhere I always wanted to just stand there at Congo Square. Congo Square is a place in New Orleans where back in the day, the enslaved Africans could be free on Sunday and go sell their merchandise and meet up with family members that lived in other places around the city or whatever. And they would, meet each other, do business there. And I always wanted to go to Congo Square and just stand in Congo Square. So I got to do that. Just to see all the places, to see the murals, to see the Mardi Gras Indian, just everything, to see all of it has just been really special to me. So it's definitely, we're only here until Thursday, but it's definitely someplace I want to come back and spend like a month and be able to take my time. Oh yeah, y'all remember to hit the like button, tap the screen to like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, y'all, we've been sitting at $5.98 for like 2 days. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and help us get to that 600 mark. It would be so awesome to hit 600 subscribers while we're in New Orleans. So yeah, so this has just always been a really, really special place to me, even though it's my first time being here. Even though, because that whole journey, we just knew we were going to New Orleans. And like we got maybe within a couple hours and they were like, they're not letting anybody into the city. So I'm here now. And it's a beautiful city. The people are amazing. Everybody that we've met has been just wonderful. We had a Lyft driver today who was like, I'm not taking y'all back to the hotel. I want to show y'all Frenchman Street. And she was just driving us around. So I was trying to convince her to just clock out and we would just give her a few $100s just to drive us around. But she was like, no, I don't want to take no money from y'all. I just want to show y'all my city. I love my city. And that's been the vibe that we've gotten the whole time we've been here. So I definitely want to come back. It's at least 2 weeks. But I can personally see myself staying a month. So anyway, so we did the city tour. Y'all, how long ago did I start that? We did. Absolutely, Rosalind. I live in Florida, but Florida is not the South. Florida is like below the South. I live in the Tampa Bay area. It's not the South. I think we do have a measure of Southern hospitality, but not like, because I went to college in Kentucky and Mississippi. Mississippi is the South. But Florida is not the South. But we did the city tour yesterday. Is that all we did? I think that's all we did. And then we ordered dinner in yesterday. Oh yeah, because it was raining. It was pouring down rain. So we ordered dinner in last night. And then today we did the cooking school. Y'all, the cooking school, best, I think Bianca said it was $55. Best $55 spent doing a tourist type activity. The chef was amazing. It was basically lunch. He cooked gumbo, jambalaya. We had biscuits and molasses. What? And bananas Foster. And so it was basically lunch, right? But he cooked it all in front of us. I think it was called the New Orleans. It's in my video. It's called the New Orleans School of Cooking or New Orleans Cooking School. $55, included the cooking demonstrations, all of his stories. He's a history major and a history buff, so y'all know I really enjoyed that and just ate that up. And then it included the food. We got to eat the food, and not just little, because I was thinking like, oh, we would sample it. Like they put a couple spoonfuls of gumbo in a cup. No, bowls of gumbo. And if you finish your bowl and you want more, there's more up here. Bowls of jambalaya. If you finish your jambalaya and want more, there's more up here. Like, delicious. The only thing there wasn't more of is the biscuit. And that biscuit was so good. Best. Like, if you come here, do that. Do that. So y'all know I'm doing... Yes, like I was thinking it was just gonna be little samples. No, sis, you about to eat. You about to eat. So, and it took over 2 hours. So for the cooking demonstration, the history, the stories he told, and the food, and they gave us a little recipe packet of everything that he cooked to take home. And they said if you go home and cook any of the recipes that he cooked in class today, and you send them an email and a picture of your recipe, like of your food that you cooked, they will mail you a certificate for having taken the cooking class. Best. I mean, if I come back here, I'll do it again. And they had one that was, I think, $150, and that's where you actually hands-on cook instead of just watching the cooking demonstration. I think I might do that next time. But it was just the best. And so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make my little gumbo chon. I'm gonna go home and make my gumbo and send my picture in and get my certificate and frame it. Yes, I am. And frame it. So yeah, so we did that, and then we went down to the French market, hung out down there. I don't know that I recommend that, because the French market, although we bought a couple pieces of handmade arts, most of it, I would say like 80% of the stuff was just like imported stuff, you know, that you can, not from here. Like it would say New Orleans on it, but it wasn't from here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then we met that taxi driver, the Uber Lyft driver that took us on a tour. She actually worked at the charity hospital that was shut down from Katrina, and it's still standing to this day, but it's condemned. The lights in it are on. I know he was showing us, you know, he showed us how to do it. And but yeah, the lights in the charity hospital are still on, which to me is kind of creepy because that's been 20 years. Katrina was 20 years ago, but the hospital is condemned. They're not doing anything with it. And the Lyft driver was a nurse that worked there, and she said they still run the air conditioning there and everything. But so she took us by there to show us that. And okay, I'm like, Lynette, I was like, they gotta have a plan for it because 20 years of a light bill, we still paying the lights 20 years later. But she was like, she loved the charity hospital. It was her favorite job. She cried so hard when she couldn't come back to it. So yeah, it's just a special place. I love it here. I was telling Bianca, like, I feel like I came home. And that could be because I've studied so much, like studied so much of the history of New Orleans, that everything looked familiar to me. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why, but I felt like I came home. So yes, you will, Lacey. You got to make it to see me first, but I can meet you here. Oh, you know what? They did talk about Utah because there was somebody on our tour from Utah, and they were like, New Orleans is the opposite of Salt Lake City, Utah. And I thought about you, my Utah girl. So yeah, so tomorrow, if you happen to be in New Orleans and want to meet up with us tomorrow, we're having lunch with my girl, Poverty to Paradise. I passed by the building today too, where you mentioned that you wanted to go to lunch. So I have not done any streetcars yet, but I want to do that before we leave. So we're doing that lunch tomorrow. So let me know if you want to meet us up for lunch. I honestly don't know if there's a way to private message people on YouTube. I don't know that there is, but my name on Facebook is Kimberly Turnquist Webb. I didn't have to think about my name. I had to think about whether to ask my friend Lacey to drop my Facebook link in here so that you can send me a private message. Kimberley Turnquist, Turnquist, Webb, Webb. So if you're in New Orleans and you want to meet us for lunch tomorrow, send me a message so I can give you the details. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. Oh, no, that's not it. So what we're gonna do for the New Orleans souvenir giveaway is all of my New Orleans videos, I'm gonna ask a question during that video, and if you answer that question, that's your entry into the giveaway. So everywhere I've been, we went to Cafe Du Monde yesterday, I bought you something. We went to the New Orleans Cooking School today, I bought you something. We went to the French Market, I bought you something. So everywhere I've been going, I've been picking up a little something to put together for a little souvenir box for one of you all. So that's how we're gonna do it. Like I said, I don't want to do it like we did it before, where a whole bunch of people join your channel or subscribe to your channel just to try to win something. I don't like that. I really want to just say thank you all for watching the videos, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos. Speaking of which, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We've been sitting at 598 for 2 days. Every day I wake up, I'm like, we're gonna be 600. And it's like, So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you have friends that you think might like this content, please share the channel with them. And I think I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh no, so tomorrow I'm meeting, that's what I was saying. Tomorrow I'm meeting Poverty to Paradise for lunch. If you're in New Orleans and wanna join us, let me know. And Bianca wants to do a tour of the Ninth Ward tomorrow. I don't know, y'all. The only reason I don't know is because Thursday we're going to the Whitney Plantation. And I was telling her, I don't know, maybe they fixed up the Ninth Ward completely. It's been 20 years. But I don't know, like back-to-back trauma. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of trauma. So I don't know if we're going to do the Ninth Ward tomorrow. We might. And then Thursday, we check out of the hotel at 11, I think. And then we rented a car for Thursday. So we're going to go tour the Whitney Plantation. And that's about an hour, I think, away from New Orleans. But it's a plantation where they preserved it to tell the story from the viewpoint of the enslaved Africans. So we're doing the Whitney Plantation, and I want to go get some yakamain. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then we fly out of here Thursday night. Our flight isn't until 9, though, so we got all day. So much history, Rosalind. That's why I said I gotta come back. And when I come back, I feel like I can stay here for like 30 days. I really do feel like I can spend 30 days here. But that's also because of the way I vacation. I don't do a whole lot of stuff in one day. I like a good mixture of doing and chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. I'm not a go girl when I'm on a trip. I'm gonna do a little bit, kick back a little bit. Do a little bit, kick back a little bit. You know, that's my speed. So I feel like I could spend 30 days here just soaking it all up. So anyway, I don't know if I can show y'all. Let me see. I don't know what you'll see if I hit turn around. I don't know if you'll see my view or not. Let's see. So you're not seeing much, but that is the view. All right, I want to put it up because people's kids. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Also make sure you like the video, and that's it. All right, I will see y'all on the next video, and hopefully, I normally say hopefully one day at sea, but I'm gonna see y'all on the next video, and hopefully one day in New Orleans, baby. I'll see you tomorrow, Linnell. Bye bye, y'all.